Yeah, I know that's Showdown Hoedown, but I don't give a shit. This is the Prize Pick Show, but you should be watching the Showdown Hoedown because there's a big ass edge over there at Showdown to be winning money. If you don't know, go play fucking DraftKings, play Showdown. Thank me later. I am the king of Showdown. It'll be worth it. Just like there's a huge edge at Prize Picks tomorrow, there's a huge edge over at Showdown. So why fucking limit yourself to where you can win money? What's up, dude? I hope you're new. I hope you're just finding me because it's major season. We got the Open Championship round 3, and I've just been sitting here hitting refresh like a fucking crackhead, waiting for them to finally post the numbers, and they got some up there. We got birdies are better. We got strokes up there. And so now we can get some numbers in. I'm trying to get this video out as soon as I can because I know these lines are going to move. So with that said, I am the Degenerate 75. I'm a high limit PGA DFS player and a guy who's just kind of stumbled into Prize Picks here recently and has been winning a whole bunch of money doing it. And so I decided to start sharing it. You should go give me a follow on Twitter. You see right there, the Degenerate 75. And also, if you like this video, maybe drop a like on it. And if you really, really like it, maybe subscribe because the channel's blowing the fuck up and I'd appreciate it. Say you do this and you have some success tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, I also have a Patreon I just started and it's not even a week old and we have almost 200 members in there. Shit's blowing up. I cover PGA DFS. I do Prize Picks. I go way more in depth and here's what's the crazy thing. Here, I ain't going to give you a fucking pick and you're still going to like my show. You're still going to be like, God, I like this guy, but I ain't going to give you no picks. Okay. You want some picks? Even over there, I just kind of give a pool of things that I'm considering. So, like if you want somebody to just hold your hand and give you picks, well, I ain't a fucking doubt side, so it ain't gonna happen. But I definitely use the same process for PGA DFS and Showdown that I use for Prize Picks, and so that helps us get some plus EV plays. And sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't, but more often than not they do, or at least so far they have, because I got a bunch of money in my account, and I just started with the $100 free those fuckers give you. So without further ado, let's shut the fuck up and let's get going. The most important thing you want to know is about weather. You can see tomorrow morning, pristine. I am talking, it is going to be nice and soft, no winds. It's going to be everything you want for scoring conditions. All you got to do is go look at this morning, right? They had perfect scoring conditions, and those dudes went out and got after the course. Now, the scoring average ended up being the same between both waves, but the majority of good rounds, the really good rounds, 5, 6, 7 birdie rounds were coming out of the morning because they had the most opportunities to stick it. And by stick it, I mean like throw their irons in there and throw some darts at the pins. And I think tomorrow they're going to be all over these flags, especially in the morning. So I am targeting birdies are better, and I'm targeting underscores, especially from guys going out early. So I could go show you these other sources, but trust me, they're the same. I already did it in my Showdown Hoedown video that you're going to go fucking watch after this because you like this one, so you might as well go watch it. Although, what am I talking about? This gets like half the views as those, so whatever. So let's shut the front door and get going. Here we go. Prize Picks. These numbers are going to change. I encourage you, go watch this, go place your bets. I just did a whole bunch of bets. Here's a good little strategy of how to do it. If you're kind of new to Prize Picks, or if you feel like you have good picks, but you're not hitting the parlays, because that's where they're really getting you is with the parlay aspect of it, right? You could have 5 picks and 3 of them could be winners, but you still lose money overall. It's all about how you make your parlay. So I really encourage you to take a pool, but go through, find your own picks, maybe take a couple suggestions from here, and have a pool of about 7 or 8 picks, and then just mix and match those picks. Do a 3 flex play, a 4 flex play, and just kind of mix and match all those picks. So if one of those guys ends up fucking you, it doesn't kill all your lineups or your one lineup. Instead of putting $100 into one parlay, maybe do 5 little ones and do 5 $20 ones, or however much your budget is, right? And that way, one bad guy, Justin Thomas shit in the bed tomorrow, doesn't kill your best parlay. That's a good way to do it. And I largely encourage you to stick to 3 and 4 plays and stick to flex plays as opposed to power plays. It will make you more money in the long run. It is a better value instead of going straight power play and then one bad beat, one fucking birdie lips out and now your whole parlay's dead. You don't want that. That's a negative EV move in the long run. So use Prize Picks system of flex plays to try to make your money last longer and then keep picking good cores and plus EV plays. And even if you're only hitting the 1.5, that's still going to add up over time, especially if you have a good core and you're hitting 1.5 times 6 or 7 bets. So that's how you do it. All right, here we go. I'm going to hit refresh one more time. I do go fast. I talk fast, but this is really time sensitive because you know these lines move. So I'm trying to get this out to you, trying to be the first one so you can get in there and have some plus EV moves. Am I promising you they're going to win? No, But I will tell you this, I like birdies tomorrow. I like a lot of birdies because look at how the course played today. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes playing under par today, and that was with the course just playing a mere quarter of a shot under par. I think tomorrow the course is going to play even easier, specifically in the morning, so it wouldn't surprise me if you start to see holes like number 1, number 6, and number 15 all start to play under par tomorrow. So that gives our guys, we're looking at like 10 or 11 birdie holes. Now all they got to do is go birdie half of those, and they're already well over their 4.5 birdies. All right, the first thing you want to really consider is birdies. These fives, that gets a little scary because 5 is just a push and you got to get to 6 to win. Don't love that. Never a big fan of 5 birdies, not even at the John Deere. But there's 2 kinds of things I do like. I really like 4, but I also really like 4.5 if it's an elite golfer and they're going out early. So who are some of these guys that are going out early that would make sense? Jon Rahm, Justin Thomas, both make a lot of sense. They're both going to be out relatively early. One's -2, one's -3 or -4. They're going to be out. They're going to at least catch some of that good wave. You got to think they're going to get to -5 birdies. If you really want to take somebody later in the day, Xander spun his wheels today. I promise you he'll go apeshit tomorrow. He is definitely a plus EV move. He'll get 5 birdies. But where I see the most value is I would really look down here to guys being out early. Decky, Patrick Reed, Tommy Fleetwood, Siwoo Kim, Paul Casey. All those guys are going to be out in the morning. I don't really know what Poulter and Lee Westwood are. You can look at them. That's just not guys I want to really count on for birdies. But these guys down here to only get 4 birdies, being out in the morning conditions and all gaining strokes on approach, that's a plus EV move, right? That's a plus EV move. So I would get on those because I guarantee you this number will get it. All these guys will move up at least 1 or at least 0.5, and they may even move up a full birdie depending on how much people are on this. And then strokes, I think the course is going to play easier tomorrow, so probably want to go under on a lot of these strokes. 69.5 is a little scary because they got to get to -3. And I would really rather have one like Paul Casey at a 71.5 or a Siwoo Kim at a 70.5 or Fleetwood at 70.5 because they only got to get -2. Hideki at a -2 is a pretty good number. Shane Lowry at -2 I think is a tremendous number. I just get really nervous when I start seeing Cam Smith, Dustin Johnson, and stuff at 69 because even a -3 is just a push, and they got to get to -4 to cover those bets. So I'm definitely not going to bet any of the 69s because you just never want to bet on a -4 at a major. But a -3 I think is a plus EV play for somebody like Thomas, somebody like Rahm, definitely for Shane Lowry, guys like that. Tommy Fleetwood at 70.5 is night and day better than Patrick Reed at 70 because Patrick Reed now has to shoot a -3, whereas Tommy Fleetwood only has to shoot a -2. Paul Casey only has to shoot a -1 to cover his. You got to like those. I wish they would have these other ones up so I could cover more of them for you. But if you want to know about those and you're like, hey, why aren't you talking about these other ones? Well, I guess I'd just tell you, go join my Patreon. I'll put those up over there. But for this video, I don't see a lot else. What I can tell you is that I would get on these and I would get on them quick, and then I would go check out my Showdown Hoedown video and I would watch that, and then I would go like this video and subscribe so you can keep doing this because I put these out every round 3 and round 4. Sometimes I'll do round 1 or round 2 if I see a big edge, but I see a big edge tomorrow. I see a lot of plus EV plays. Get in there, mix and match your combo. Go follow me on Twitter, the Degenerate75, and check this out more than just major season, motherfather, because PrizePicks, if you do it right, there's a huge edge to be had. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate you coming in. I hope you subscribe. I hope you come back. I hope you enjoy my outro. We'll see you next time.